now for the second match, again, our ring announcer, Larry Bowling.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a one-fall, 10-minute time limit. From Charleston, West Virginia, weighing 210 pounds, Dan Christian. And his opponent, from Shreveport, Louisiana, weighing in at 210 pounds, Diamond Jim. With his manager, Private Arnold. The referee is Pete Gerald.
Pete Gerald, the referee, in the bell, and here we go with Dan Christian. 210-pounder from Charleston, West Virginia. Right away, a takedown by Dan Christian on Diamond Jim, and again, he gets him from the other side, and out of the ring goes Diamond Jim. And right away, he's complaining that Christian pulled the hair. Diamond Jim from Shreveport, Louisiana. Into the referee's hold. Dan Christian on the ropes. Diamond Jim slaps him on the side of the jaw. Now that's a good way to make another wrestler mad. Into the referee's hold again. On the ropes goes Dan Christian. And again, Diamond Jim slaps him. Referee's hold. Nobody with the advantage. Christian on the ropes. Ooh, that time Christian came back with a slap of his own, and he smacks him again with a left hand. Pete Gerald telling Christian to keep the hand open, no fist, and a flying mare, so to speak, across the ring goes Diamond Jim, and Christian right on him with a arm twist. And Christian applying the pressure. Arm twist, and Diamond Jim begging off. There's a rollover and an arm stretch now by Dan Christian. Pete Gerald, the referee, asking Diamond Jim if you'd like to just call it quits, go home. And again, Christian applies more pressure. Dan Christian still with the arm stretch, but Diamond Jim getting a little leverage. Let's see, Christian. Now Diamond Jim has the ropes, and Christian has to turn loose. Referee's hold again. That's Christian on the ropes, but he grabbed a handful of Diamond Jim's hair before Diamond Jim could grab him by the hair, and Pete Gerald, the referee, is sternly warning Christian not to pull the hair. Christian's getting a little bit fired up, and I think Diamond Jim knows it, and you noticed he went for the ropes. Finger lock, double finger lock. Christian with the advantage. Christian backs him off the ropes, and a flip, and over he goes, and down on his back. Christian moves in on him. Hip roll, down he goes. Step over toe hold by Dan Christian. Christian now applying the pressure. But all at once, it's the step over toe hold by Diamond Jim, and he has the advantage. A little later on, we're going to be talking to Steve Podonovac, who'll be going in the next match. And we'll also be talking with Ronnie Estep and his manager, Private Arnold. Diamond Jim applying the pressure. Christian kicks him off and almost out of the ring. He does go out of the ring. The referee starts the count. He has plenty of time to get back in. On the ropes and a right to the midsection by Diamond Jim. And a fist to the face of Christian. And that forearm puts Christian out of commission, but only momentarily. Comes back quick. Arm whip off the ropes. Whips him over and down goes Diamond Jim. Dan Christian with that backbreaker or neck breaker, and he's got a body press. 1, 2, 3, and he pins him. Dan Christian pinning Diamond Jim. A good move by Dan Christian. Well, Dan Christian getting the fall, and Diamond Jim was just about to come out of the ring and try to get him a fall. In fact, they're going at it 90 miles an hour over the ring. It's not finished up yet. Steve Padunovac, who will be going in the next match. Come on, Steve.
How you doing, Shirley?
Well, good you got over here, because you may have to go over there and help Dan Christian out a little bit with Diamond Jim.
That guy on the floor, Diamond Jim, he's a tough character. You know what I mean, Shirley?
Well, you've got a tough one coming up here in a little while, Steve. You'll be going against the Crusader. But there's a guy that really been mouthing about you for quite some time, particularly tonight. Ronnie Estep, that wild man from Moundsville, West Virginia.
Let me tell you.
You know anything about him?
Let me tell you something, Shirley. I know wild Ronnie Estep from a long, long time ago. And I'll tell you, he's one tough character. And the guy that is with him, the Cuban assassin, he is also a tough guy. And that manager, I don't know what thing about him.
Well, they call him Private Arnold, and they say he's from Fort, well, he wrote it down here, I think, or maybe Fort Smith, Arkansas. I tell you what, he must be AWOL. I don't know.
I tell you what, Shirley. Now, we're going to have some matches coming up in way up in Channel 57. I don't know just what that covers, you know. But now we're going to have some matches coming up in there. And when it all comes to a head, I want all the people to come out and watch it.
Well, Steve, maybe you better move out of here, because I don't want any problems. Because coming over is the well, I can't call them gentlemen, but the people we were talking about. Right, come on over. Come on over, and I'll
turkey.
Come on over, and I'll share the microphone with you. You don't have to holler. Now, what was your question?
I just want to know what this turkey was saying about. He's talking about me or somebody else. And I just like to know what's going on.
Really want me to tell you what he said?
I sure would. He's my man right here.
He said that he was so mean and ugly that when he was a boy, his mother had to hang a bone around his neck before the dog would play.
He's talking about me?
Well, I don't know who he was. You asked me. I just told you. You're Ronnie Estep, right?
Yes, I'm.
Well, Ronnie, I met your compadre Steve Padunovac, and
he ain't no compadre of mine.
He don't have any love for you. And who is your gentleman here with the Private Arnold? How do you get the private? You a wrestler?
I'm a manager. Private Arnold from Fort Chaffee, Arkansas.
Oh, excuse me. The Cuban assassin.
That's right.
Come on over, and I'm not going to walk over to you. That's for sure, because we want you to stay into the lights. Have you got a gripe with Steve Padunovac?
No. I do the talking for this man right here. Yes, we have something to say about that Polak. The Polak, he busted my helmet up, my white helmet I had last week. I wasn't doing anything. I was sitting in my chair, and he grabbed a hold of it, and he busted it up. I'm kind of tired of this Polak coming in the ring like that.
Well, name calling and all of that. I'll tell you what. We'll be back and go up to the ring and watch that match between Steve Padunovac and the Crusader right after these messages. I'm sorry, Chief.